Welcome to Tesla Vision. Today, we will talk about the most recent Tesla news and updates. Let's get into it right away. The latest news regarding Tesla's Model S and Model X has surfaced recently. The reports came forward that refreshed models of S and X were spotted to come out in Fremont. The high-demand models have been seen parked inside the Fremont facility. An estimated count gives that about a couple of thousand vehicles were sighted in the factory area. The refreshed models are ready for sale in the upcoming days. These models have been piling up at the facility for some time now, and there are growing expectations that they will be made available for sale in the nearest future. There has been no further news relating to Tesla's Cybertruck race since the 22nd of February, when Elon tweeted that the final design was looking great. Tesla has emerged from a state of wobbling uncertainty buzzing around the international market for the past few days and continues to carry on its former plans. After a brutal session, Tesla production was shut down for the Model 3 and Model Y in Fremont facility, California. Tesla announced a shutdown for 2 weeks after the emergence of certain concerns about the company's decision. California Gigafactory for Tesla was reported to have been purposefully closed down for an initial period of 2 weeks that was later changed to only 2 days. The halt of Tesla's car production in Fremont resulted from an effective shortage of supplies required to keep the factory running. The company's CEO Elon Musk posted a tweet, quote, "Fremont shut down for 2 days, parts shortage, and started yesterday," end quote. The Fremont facility was previously working on the Model 3 and Model Y when a shortage of supplies, or to be more precise, the lack of semiconductors disrupted the production and the work had to be ceased for some time. 2 days after the company's pristine respite, the production continued. However, the reports suggest that the facility in Fremont is not working up to its full capacity and some areas have not been completely up and running. The effect of shortage on the total productivity is not yet clear. An estimate would give a small percentage of disruption in usual work compared to the whole output of the company yield. The plausible answer for this apparent shortage is an overall crippled production of semiconductors by computer chip companies. For Tesla in particular, the storm in Texas is thought to have caused the Samsung chip manufacturing facility shut down for a week, which has had a major negative effect on Tesla's computer chip supply. However, the weather incident only occurred a week ago, so it cannot be the primary reason lying at the heart of the semiconductor shortage problem. In fact, Tesla stopped working in Fremont for only a couple of days after that. Nonetheless, the point is still arguable that Tesla may face some minor shortage problems from Samsung too, depending on how much Samsung has actually fallen behind on its chip production. Furthermore, it has been witnessed that Hyundai Motors has not been affected by the shortage of semiconductors as profoundly as Tesla has. Hyundai successfully avoided the difficulty, continuing purchasing semiconductor chips extensively throughout 2020. Compared to Hyundai, the global market of automakers has suffered a lot more. Hyundai Motors kept up their needs and hoarded as many semiconductor chips as possible, while Tesla paid no attention to the matter, which adds to the unfortunate circumstances for Tesla. The current loss is not as drastic as it may seem. If Tesla had sought fit to overbuy its supplies, it would have done so in order to normalize their general production. On the other hand, for other automakers, the semiconductor scarcity is a serious matter with imminent production threats and overall failure in annual sheets. If the semiconductor famine is not handled properly and quite soon, innovative companies like Hyundai and Tesla will also be heavily affected. The matter is being looked into closely and is likely to end with the second quarter of 2021. The current severity of the situation can be analyzed by Ford, which has cut its production for 5 weeks due to its inability to get the required semiconductor chips in the European market. To deal with the issue, 8 U.S. senators signed a letter addressed to President Biden, after which the White House got involved in the subject as well. In the letter, Senators informed Mr. Biden to request that the semiconductor producing companies allocate an increased proportion of their supply of chips to automobile companies. This step by the US government is in accordance with the profits that automobile companies generate for the federal budget annually. Tesla investors have been worried about the latest news of deficiency that may affect the annual yield. Yesterday, Tesla stocks closed at minus 8.06% to $682.88. These numbers have proven to be enough for the rising unease among investors and their trust in Tesla in current circumstances. The shift in the market is a substantial one and cannot be overlooked by any automobile company. To calm the situation, Tesla, after telling its workers to take a 2-week vacation, asked them to rejoin the production on the 25th of February. Elon Musk emailed Tesla workers and addressed them about the parts shortage. He also wrote that the Model S and Model X production lines have been reboosted and would be running full scale to exert maximum production into effect for the second quarter of 2021. Due to high demand, Elon said that the 2-shift SX production is going to be reinitiated just as before the temporary shutdown. The workers at Tesla California had been told that they would be working on a limited production of Model 3 for 2 weeks. The Model Y was not mentioned in this regard. Tesla this week made another statement that will hopefully prove helpful for the company to produce more efficient electric vehicles in general and Cybertruck in particular. Amid concerns in the field of nickel-based battery projects, Tesla is going to shift its electric cars in standard range to lithium iron phosphate battery cells. This decision was made in the light of high demand for Tesla's electric cars and is to fulfill the market expectations. A challenging battery shift program is currently in the works by Tesla. The on-road Tesla electric vehicles are presently using lithium-ion batteries. Now, Tesla wants to change its electric battery source to lithium iron phosphate. Elon Musk told mining companies earlier to please mine more nickel for this purpose. He further added a separate tweet that, quote, "Nickel is our biggest concern for scaling lithium-ion cell production. That is why we are shifting standard range cars to an iron cathode. Plenty of iron and lithium." End quote. It is clear for now the standard range cars will be subjected to new battery enhancing and changing experiments. In addition to the battery space for Tesla, the future is dedicated to the Victorian Big Battery. Neoen is on its way to close a 3-month contract with 160 million Australian dollar worth of money. From now on, the Victorian Big Battery in Australia will be owned and handled by Neoen. The Victorian Big Battery is the largest in Australia and is in progress to generate 300 megawatts of electricity with the help of Tesla and AusNet services. Prior to this, Tesla worked on the Hornsdale Power Project. If this new project is completed, it will generate double the battery output compared to that of the Hornsdale project. The new tax policy in the United States is being proposed, which can affect Tesla. If it is actually given the green light, Tesla will have to pay an estimated $3.7 billion worth of tax money on every 500,000 car sales, with each car going with $7,500 in taxes. Tesla versus Lucid Motors is still making quite a splash as well. Talking to CNBC, Gene Monster said that it would be Apple versus Tesla and not Tesla versus Lucid Motors in the end. Some analysts are also suggesting investing in Ford Motors over Tesla as it has a better plan. Lastly, we have news about Tesla winning an award. Tesla made its way to the top picks of the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety Award list for this year as well. Model 3 has succeeded in actual implementation of the safety measures in accordance with international standards. Make sure to check out one of the videos shown on your screen right now. We post videos daily, so feel free to subscribe and stay up to date on all most recent news and updates.